In this video,
straight over the top, or double it up, 4 amp hour one. Smoky! Proper sticking to that. That is strong. Go off! You can never have enough tools, so I've been to Aldi and Lidl and bought a selection. From the middle aisle, there's not been as many new tool releases recently, but there's some I couldn't live without, so I bought them. I was going to show you some right bargains. But first, let's have a quick look round Aldi and Lidl, the tools I didn't buy and haven't shown before. Or have I shown them before? I lose track. So we're all up to date. This was all filmed on the 1st of June 2025. Hello, sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. Right, first off to Aldi. And there's them wellies, look, 10 quid. Foldable trolley here, 10 quid as well. £5 for this cooler, foldable cooler in fact. Didn't think that was too bad actually. Blue and grey. And then here's the batteries, they're in stock. Cordless circular saw, I think they're 30 quid. And then 30 quid for the battery operated pressure washer. I wonder if it's any better than the Parkside one. 40 volt cordless chainsaw, and then £5 for these pinatas. £5 for these circular saw blades by FERREX, and then £4 for these drain cleaning tools. Now I've got a hose attachment set like this from Parkside, and that was £3. This one's £3.50, but I think you get more accessories in that one. Garden line, look at this pressure sprayer, 5 litre, only 8 quid with the lance. And if you want one, a garden bar trolley for £15. And then flexible vinyl spray paint, different colours, a 5 or a tin. Electric air pump that you plug into a car, 12 volt. But I also noticed they do a mains version there as well, and a manual step-on pump. And have a look at this heavy-duty doormat, only 8 quid. That'll get the mud off your boots. £3 for screen wash, and then £5 for this charcoal for your barbecue, 5 kilos. And a load of plants outside. Right, next off to Lidl. Let's see what Parkside's got. Except this is made by Tronic from Lidl, 13 quid, a flexible extension lead with USB and USB-C and a switch, and in black or white. Next is this camping set of sockets for a tenner, and then £6 for these pumps from Lidl, slightly dearer than the ones at Aldi, but I think you put batteries in these ones. Anyone fancy an inflatable paddleboard? A new style of Parkside t-shirt, I've not seen these one before, 3 quid each. I've got one for a giveaway. Microfiber cloths there for £2. And then this telescopic ladder, big reduction down to 35 quid. Sure, I've shown these before. Petrol lawnmower, 150 quid. And then we've got the electric mower there for £110. And there was loads more of the stuff in there, but I think I've shown most of it in other videos. Except for the tools I've bought, but I'll show them in this video. Now, I've never seen this before, fishing gear. Now, it might not appeal to everybody, but I thought I'd show it anyway. 20 quid reduced to for this starter fishing set. I mean, I used to go fishing many years ago. Looking at these prices, I might start again. Premium fishing set there, look, rod and reel. I know there's a lot of fishermen out there who are going, that isn't premium. 10 quid for this basic rod and reel. And then a fishing rod rest here, aluminium. Now I like the look of this, £18. And I think this is a multi-use. You don't have to just use it for fishing. Bag with little compartment boxes in there, clips on the fronts, tucks away quite nicely. I think that's got multiple uses for screws and whatnot. Loads more of the fishing accessories. And the brand is Rock Trail. Now it seems very green Parkside to me. So that is that another brand by Lidl? Oh, and also Crivet, is it, on that reel? I had a quick look in the reduced section and nothing much there really. Irrigation system, 20 quid. And then look at these, £8 shorts, like my good mate Rog from the Garage Workshop has got. Right, back to the shed. Spectacles on. Whoop. Right, let's start off with one from Aldi. Work Zone Alarm Padlock. Now, I'd seen these before, actually. I don't think they're new to stock. It was £3.99, 110 decibels. I've got really good security on this shed here, but I've got another shed, actually, and it's near the house, so we'll hear an alarm going off if someone tries to break in. Is it one of those CR2032 batteries? 10-second alarm when activated. Supplied with 3 keys. 6 LR44 button cell batteries, pre-installed. And it shows how it's assembled there. 110 decibels is fairly loud, isn't it? Let's open it up. Oh, look at that beast. Now, first out the box, it feels quite pressed steely. The opportunist will try and get into it. I don't know how it's activated, actually. Is it as soon as it moves, or is it as soon as it pops out? It's probably when it moves, actually. It might have them mercury switches in there, maybe. Don't know. We'll find out. Instructions. I'll have to look at these. Oh, ripped a bit. Heavy-handedness. Keys. 3 of. That sort of style of key. Slots into there. Brass lock. This isn't going to go off definitely, is it? Ooh, straight out like that. And locked. It probably isn't a mercury switch, or it would have gone off by now. I suppose it's when it gets broken into. So can we demonstrate it or what? That's not good, is it? Let me just read these. I don't want to bore you, and I'll be back to you. So change the batteries, unlock it, take the shackle out, and then inside there's some posi head screws. Light on. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, there's all the batteries, in case you're interested. Now, I don't know yet how you test it. Let's screw it back together. Is it when you turn that key back? No. Turn it a bit further. No. How do you test it then? There's a little hole in there. I want to see how loud it is. It doesn't say anything about setting it up. It doesn't say anything about the battery's got like a seal in there or something. Let's open it up again. Plate that needs to come out of there. Should be just ready to go. Cartridge. Go off! It says sudden shock to it. Just want to test it. After the alarm is activated, the product will beep 3 times. Well, how do you activate it? Unless these batteries are flat. Activated. Apparently when you lock it, it beeps 3 seconds to say it's set, and nothing. All I can assume is batteries are flat, but I can't even bother to open it again and check the batteries. So I'm just going to send that back. But it seems strange how it was locked like that anyway, so it's ready for activation. So if that box gets banged or whatever, it's going to sound it off anyway in the boxes. So you'd have thought there was some sort of tab or something you take out. Win some, you lose some. Next. Now this time from Parkside, £2.99. Drywall decorator's knife. Rubber on the handle, rubber there as well for your thumb. And if we notice at the back here, apart from the hole for hanging it, we've got a little posi bit. The magnetic holder. So if you come across screws in the wall and you need to, instead of getting your screwdriver out, just go undo it. Thought it was a nifty thing, magnetic. There's plastic everywhere else on the handle. Quite strong. Blade width 150mm, rust resistant. And if you're interested, 1.15mm, thereabouts. Decorator's knife, £3. Next, adhesive tape, £2.49. Look at the colour of that. That'll stand out from the crowd, won't it? 50mm wide, 30 metres approx length. Strong adhesion, and it's the tear stuff, so it's like duct tape, gaffer tape. Let's have a quick go. Usual cloth stuff. Maybe if you want to put it over a bar or something that's in easy head bashing height, or using for anything that you want people to see. That is strong. Good stuff, that. Draw attention to something. £2.50. Next. Now this was from Aldi as well. Adventurage. Slit resistant mat. 99p that was. Can't go wrong. Protects almost any surface. Can be cut to size and reused many times. Used for caravans, cupboards, drawers. Keep items in place. Hand washable. If we want to put it on the deck or a workbench, stop something from moving around that we're working on. 30 centimetres by 150 centimetres. So have a look. Look at that. You can see the texture of it and the ridges in there. Like a mesh. It's strong. It doesn't stretch. And this is proper shiny. It's like varnish on there. Block of wood. No movement. Without it, oh yeah, straight away, look. That's going to hold things in place. Not just wood, but anything. Look, that's proper sticking to that. Loads of uses, 99p. Next, this time from Parkside, the t-shirt. And I had not seen this design before. In large, drill depth rod. Well, these are £2.99, different colours and different styles. Do this as a giveaway. Just put I'm in below. Put anything else after it, or just put I'm in on its own. And I'll pick one at random in an upcoming video. Next, move this carefully so I don't damage it. And this one was from Aldi, the Work Zone Hobby Vise. Now, I showed this in another video and I passed by it, but I thought £3.49, I'm going to give it a try. Turn that light off, it shines too much. For doing small, delicate work, probably. DIY. 32mm max jaw opening with adjustable bench clamp. 100mm, 40mm by 79mm. You can see there it's holding a circuit board. Let's open it up. Here we are. Oh yeah, it is a bit. There's not much to that, is there really? Not like my beastie record vise. But I suppose everything has its place. Every tool has its place. Some of you may think in the bin with this one. It doesn't leave much of a gap though to fix it onto something, does it? 20mm-ish. So another bit of wood. By the way, this wood I've got here is really heavy. It's called Yellow Balau. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. Oh, it's too big. And I picked it up because I was going to do a test on sanding different styles of wood or different species. So I got this one and I thought it was it's very heavy. Let's get something a bit thinner than that. That'll do. We'll use this in a minute actually for something else that I've bought. So that was a bench top that's going to be about, it can't be any more than 20mm. Fix onto there. Clamp something in place that's small. Nip it up. Not going to go anywhere, is it? Yeah, it's fairly strong. You don't want to be whacking it with a hammer or anything. £3.50. Next. Now, this is what I wanted the piece of wood for. Hole saw set. I'd seen these before, and I've got hole saw sets anyway, but I thought I just wanted to try it out. £3 that was. Not bad, is it, if you need them sizes? 32mm, 38mm, 45mm, and 54mm. Maximum cutting depth, 25mm. 5-piece set with the arbor, drill bit. Cutting to wood, plastic, gypsum, non-ferrous metals, 4-hole saws made from carbon steel, 1-gauge drill with a triangular shank. Let's open it up. There we are. Instructions, yeah, we're not bothered with that. Try the 38mm one. Was it 38? 45. Wind him out. Slot him in. Obviously, it slots into that rectangular piece there. Rectangular cutout. The rounded corners. Tighten him up, stick him in a drill. Bit of wood, let's take the vise off. Piece of plywood to the workbench with a couple of speed clamps. Work zone ones, these ones are. Obviously the best way when you're cutting a hole, the whole saw, is start on one side and from the other side and you won't have any breakout. Right, let's give it a bash. The whole saw's a bit wobbly, but don't matter. I got the pilot hole. Go up a speed. A bit too vicious. Smoky. There we go. Straight through. There we are. Nice. Just the hole saw itself is a bit wobbly. Next, Recip saw blades from FERREX from Aldi. These were the same price as them circular saw blades, £4.99. 3 saw blades for wood, 6 teeth per inch, rough cut. Another 3 for wood, 10 teeth per inch, fine cut. Another set of 3 the same, but they're 230mm long as opposed to 152mm long. And 3 saw blades for metal, 24 teeth per inch. Nice box they come in. Get the seal off. Now I've got a few Recip saws. Which one should we go for? Nice box that. I like that. Cap on top on a hinge. Transparent plastic so you can see where everything is. Let's go for metal cut. Metal. And let's do... Go here, rough cut. Try them two out. So use that new pruning saw, Recip saw thing I've got. Here it is. It's got that jaw attachment to put on the end if you want to go through branches. I've shown that in another video in my playlist. Right. I've got battery charged up. Good power. 4 amp hour one. Oh yeah. Take the battery out before I put it in. Let's start off with the wood. Fits into there. That allowed a FERREX blade with a Parkside saw. Controversial. Oh yeah. We can do it slow as well. Full power. That'll do. Oh yeah. Does what it says on the tin. Next, a metal blade. In the box section, about 50mm by 50mm. There we are. Bit of cutting on, I think. Ho, ho, ho. Well, that went through like a champ. How does the blade look? Don't look too bad. Bit of a victory for the Parkside Recip saw as well. Next. I don't think I've seen this in Parkside before, actually. I know I've seen some other oils, but not clear oil. Clear oil for the care and treatment of wood indoors and outdoors, e.g. wood panelling, fences and pergolas. Waterproofing effect. Coverage, approximately 25 square metres. Strengthened with PU. No flaking. Freshens up the colour. Protects the wood against water and UV rays. 2.5 litres. We're going to have to give this a go, aren't we? Give him a good shake. Up. Oh yeah. A little bit in this pot. That'll do. Probably should have stirred it, but now this hasn't been sanded well. It's that yellow balau. Dead heavy. Let's try a bit on that corner. Brush. Right, let's leave that to dry. We'll come back to it next. Right, this is something a bit different. My wife bought something. 60 hair bobbles for £1. Maybe thinking, why on earth do you want hair bobbles? Well, I thought 60 for £1. These are better than elastic bands. You know, if you want to hold tools together or a box together or whatever, seem fairly strong. I'm sure you won't be fussed about what colour they are. But for example, say you had a box that was just a lid on top, or the hinge was broken. Straight over the top, or double it up, like that, holds it in place. Like, I don't know how strong these are going to be over time. Are they going to stretch over time? I don't know. But I just thought, for that price, it's worth giving them a try. In fact, I'm going to leave that on there, and we'll come back to that another day, just to see if it's stretched. Who'd have thought? Air bubbles. Next, while that oil's drying, let's have a look what's coming out on the 5th of June in Aldi. Tool-wise. Fishing gear again. Well, there's one of them bags. Oh, £6.99. But it does look smaller. We need to check that out when they come out. Nets, scales, fishing kit with a rod. That cheap one. You get the rod and reel with that. Yeah, £7.99. Oh, got some of them. £19.99. I think I paid less than that, actually. The sensors back out. Moisture sensor, multi-sensor, distance measure, tenner. Trolleys are back out, £10. O-ring set, £4. Starter toolkit, if you've got kids that have just left home or whatever, £9. Drill accessories, £4. Wire brushes, wire wheels for drills and the like. Masking tape, £2.50. Cable ties coming in. Pressure washer, now have we seen this before? 50 quid this one. Wonder how it compares to the Parkside one. 110 bar maximum. Cheap set of brushes, £2 for 3. Masonry paint, they've had that in Lidl for a while actually. What is it? I can't remember now. That's Deco. And other stuff. That lot comes out on the 5th of June, Thursday. Let me know what you're buying and let me know what you've bought. Next. Well, I've let it dry a bit. It's only been drying about 5 or 10 minutes. I suppose if we wipe off the excess. Good. I wonder what that dries like. But I want to get this video up, so we'll bring that out in the next video how it dries. As always, I'm not an expert. These are just things I get up to in my shed at the weekend. For the giveaway, put I'm in below. You can put anything after it, or you can just put I'm in on its own in the comments. I'll pick one at random in another video. Plus, put whatever comments you like below. Things I've missed out, things I've got wrong, usual stuff. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I'll put a link on the screen now to my playlist with all my other tool reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers!
See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.